What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Ultimate Edition Shinsuke Nakamura. And so here we have Shinsuke Nakamura posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Nakamura does come with quite a few accessories. He does come with 3 different head sculpts. He does come with a yelling head expression. He comes with a smirking head expression. And then he also does get what I'm going to call a shocked expression. We also do get a set of bare arms for Shinsuke Nakamura, as well as a jacket and arms to go for the jacket. He also does come with 3 pairs of hands. He comes with a pair of fists. He comes with a pair of grip hands. And then we also do get a pair of style pose hands. So overall, this Shinsuke Nakamura comes with quite a bit, and I really do like that. With the accessories out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Shinsuke Nakamura. And so here we have a closer look at Shinsuke Nakamura, and they did a really good job with this figure, not just with this face, but all the faces. Now, I do have him with the smirking face on. Out of packaging, he does come with a yelling head, which they all look good. I think the only one I'm not too fond of is this head. It looks like Shinsuke Nakamura. I just don't know what to call it, so I'm just calling it the shocked expression. Really liking the detail on Shinsuke Nakamura, and the Real Effects face printing technology is phenomenal here. It does look like Shinsuke Nakamura. You can see they painted in his mouth guard, which is surprising. It looks really good on all 3 heads. All 3 heads do have the mouth guard. Although they're not the same mouth guard. You can see this one does have red teeth, that one's black, and then that one's black. So I do have Nakamura right here without his jacket on, but it still looks good. The fact that we do get interchangeable arms with this figure is really nice. I love that about the Ultimate Editions, that we get a lot more for our buck. I will mention that in a little bit, but having a look at his arms, you can see he still has his armband, which is done in a gold colored plastic. And we also do get wrist wraps, not painted on wrist tape, but actual wrist wraps, so I do like that. They went above and beyond to give us detail on this figure. He does have a really different body from the Elite figures that we've gotten. You can see he does have a diaphragm joint right here. And I do think this body looks much better than the Elite body that we originally got. Now, from his waist down to his boots is something we've seen before, but it's the Elite figure that we've got in the past. But I do have to say that the legs actually do close a little bit better on this figure. The original figure was kind of bow-legged where his legs were out like that, but this one, you can see his legs do close much better. We also do get some paint detail right here on his legs. It's a little hard to see because it's red on red, but we do get paint detail going throughout his legs. This is, of course, the attire he wore when he did wrestle AJ Styles at last year's WrestleMania. So that's why he does have the paint going right here. You can see he has a really nice gold belt. The gold belt is painted wonderfully, with the exception of that little smudge right there. That I can overlook, but it's still a really nice paint job. Going down to his boots, he is wearing red kick pads. As you can see, we do have toe joints on this figure. The kick pads are done really well. I do like that little detail. You can actually see the padding on the boots, so really good job there. So overall, Shinsuke Nakamura here is a really impressive figure, and I really do like the jacket. The jacket is another really good accessory. So with his details out of the way, guys, let's actually get Nakamura posed and compare him to other WWE figures you may have in your collection. So here we have Shinsuke Nakamura posed next to a WWE Elite Collection Miz and an Elite Stone Cold Steve Austin. Here we have the Ultimate Edition's Nakamura posed next to the Ultimate Edition's Ultimate Warrior and an Elite Luke Harper. And finally, here we have the Ultimate Edition Shinsuke Nakamura posed next to the Defining Moment Shinsuke Nakamura. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a closer look at his articulation. Now, Nakamura here does have the Ultimate Edition's articulation, which is far better than the Elite articulation, with one minor little gripe. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up to about that far. He can bury his head into his chin, which is done really nice. We also do get some nice head tilt, which is essential for Shinsuke Nakamura. Arms do go out to about that far. If you try going any further, you do pull the arm out of the socket, so do be aware of that. We do have a bicep swivel, and they do go all the way around. Bicep swivel works fine. We have a double bend in the elbow, giving us much better than 90 degrees, which is better than all elite figures. We do have a swivel and hinge combination here at the wrist, and that works perfectly. We do have a diaphragm joint right here in the middle of the torso. It doesn't work as well as you think. We do get some side-to-side movement, which is really nice, but when it comes to backwards mobility, that's as far back as it goes, and it hardly goes forward. I think an ab crunch would have been much better and much preferred in my opinion, and you can see it is a little bit loose. It's not 100% loose, like it does hold its spot, but it is noticeably loose. We do have a swivel at the waist. Legs do kick forward to about that far. They do kick, well, his legs don't kick back at all, go out to about that far. We do have rotation up high in the thigh, double bend in the knee, going all the way up, no problems there. We do have a ball joint in the ankle, so it does pivot side to side, and then we do get some rocker ankle on that. Unfortunately, because of his pant leg, we don't get too much ankle movement, so that's a little bit unfortunate. And we do get a toe joint. So overall, that's pretty good articulation here. I think the one piece of articulation he's missing for a perfect figure is a butterfly cut, but that's neither here nor there. So with his articulation out of the way, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, posed for my final thoughts, and overall I really do like the way this figure came out. Really glad that they did include so many different display options for this figure. I love the fact that the jacket is a removable piece. Even though it is made out of plastic, they at least gave us the arms to make it so that he's either wearing the jacket or ready for a wrestling match. That's one thing I really do enjoy about these Ultimate Edition figures, is that they give us accessories that we can have them either in their entrance gear or ready to go. One thing I don't like about the Ultimate Editions figures are their prices. Now, Shinsuke Nakamura here is going to run you about $30 at retail, and I did find this guy at Target. Target was not having a sale at the time I picked this figure up, so I did spend $30 for this figure. That is a lot of money to spend on a single figure, especially seeing as how other companies are giving us interchangeable heads and accessories for less. If Mattel can do this with more figures and keep the cost down, I really do think this is a really good series, but that $30 price tag might be enough to warrant some collectors away. If you're still a fan of WWE or want to have a new Shinsuke Nakamura in your collection, you're going to want to have this figure in your display. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.